everyone, I'm Benny.
And I'm Hurley.
And this is the Seektag League Spring 2021, where 6 teams will be competing in the ultimate game of stealth to become
the most cunning sleuths in London town.
The winners will be crowned
the Mega Sleuth.
It's gonna be epic.
That's right. And we've got all this coming up.
The Seektag League is a tournament with teams of 1 or 2 players attempting to score as many points as possible to stay in the game.
Not only do the winners get bragging rights, they also get to name a brand new checkpoint for any one of the arenas in the tournament.
Well, this is all very exciting, but what is Seektag?
Seektag is a game of cat and mouse where every player's a cat and every player's a mouse, and the checkpoints are made out of cheese, and you want to get to the checkpoints because then you get 3 points. Basically, it's the person that gets the most cheese and the most points that wins.
Just like real life. Run the tape. Seektag is the ultimate game of stealth. Spot someone's number without them seeing yours, and you score 5 points. You can also tag one of 3 active checkpoints for 3 points each. In Seektag, where you play has a huge impact on how you play. A Seektag arena is any group of checkpoints used to play, and a checkpoint can be anything: a landmark, an object, or a natural feature. The checkpoints for a particular game are announced at the start, and games usually run for about 10 minutes. When the game time is up, one of the game checkpoints is called as the closing checkpoint, and a countdown begins. Players have to get back to this closing checkpoint before the time runs out to keep any points they've scored. If they don't make it back in time, they score nothing. For more info, or if you want to run your own games, visit Seektag.com for how-tos, resource packs, and for the free Seektag Gameplay App. The players are
chomping on the bit to get going,
and the arena is
the massive bit they're going to chomp on.
So let's get this show on the road and meet the teams.
What's the plan today? You've played together before, so you've got something over other people. What's the plan?
We don't tend to really do plans. I'm not afraid to crawl around on the floor if I have to.
Yeah.
I've done it before. I will do it again.
First time we've ever done this competition.
Yeah, it's my first time at Kingdom as well, so it's difficult getting used to all the checkpoints again. But what I did wrong in my last game is I focused on the checkpoints too much, and I think that then left me too exposed to a lot of people.
So your tactics are evolving.
So my
That's
tactics
good to hear.
going into the next game is going to be to try and do more spotting than checkpoints. Yeah, so for Kingdom in particular, positioning is the big thing. There's so many open areas where people can spot you from different highs and lows.
So you thought you'd come and cut your teeth on the league. So
I didn't realise it was a league.
Beginner's luck, winner takes it all. Let's hope that you can do this.
Who knows? I guess I've always been told I'm quite quiet, so I'm hoping being quiet and kind of unassuming, I'll be able to hide better. Stealthy, yeah. But so that's about it.
I mean, the last time I was here, there was a lot of difficulty spotting enough people. I was just seeing the same people. So I think I'm going to have to move around a lot for these games rather than sitting sniping, which I tried to do a bit before. But yeah, I think a lot of moving is going to be key.
You've also got probably some of the most experience out of anybody here.
Probably.
What does that do? Does that do anything for you?
I think the most important thing that experience teaches you is moving quickly gets you spotted. The slower and more casually you move, the less likely people are to see you.
No binoculars today, I notice.
No, they're here.
Oh.
Well,
what is the plan?
We didn't have one to begin with, but we have one now. So I'm going to watch the front, and he's going to watch behind us.
Yeah, or if we're both running side by side, then people can easily spot both of us from the front or back.
Exactly.
But if we're stacked like this, people in front can only see people from the back can only see me. So it's
So that's what we're trying.
Is that really your plan?
It is we're going to attempt it anyway. That is one small part of the plan. Yes.
We'll let you know how it goes.
What do you think of the teams?
They'll probably be fine.
Right on. Let's find out where we're playing today.
Kingdom is a large, super varied arena with good levels of cover and loads of shortcuts. Kingdom features a wide avenue with high-level walkways on both sides and long sight lines at its centre, the gardens and gas holders on one side, and the valley and main square on the other. The valley is a sunken walkway with plentiful cover and an abundance of escape routes. Several bridges pass over the valley, joining the road to the high-level walkways of the main avenue. Now let's take a look at the checkpoints for this game. Meraki is a recess in a brick wall on the square at the south end of the valley. It's open with 3 routes in and out in one of the busiest parts of the arena. Overlooked by a raised walkway to the south and east, at Meraki, it's difficult to know if you're being watched. Duma is a decorative lift button on one of the high-level walkways in the main avenue. The upper level is relatively sheltered thanks to being set back from the main avenue, but this checkpoint can also be accessed by a set of stairs through a door to the side and by the adjacent lift. Minasuno is on the far western side of Kingdom. Comprising of a metal wheel monument, Minasuno stands in the shadow of its big sister, Mina Major. Minasuno is visible at distance down one full side of the arena, although cover is plentiful, taking the form of vegetation, large metal structures, or the forest of mirrors underneath Mina Major.
So today's game is about to begin. We're playing at Kingdom, which is a pretty big arena, and that means the game is going to last 10.5 minutes. These are fantastic teams who have no idea what they're getting themselves into.
Some of them are well-seasoned Seektag players, but some of them are new. Imi has never played before, which I just think is amazing.
Yeah, amazing, or I mean, it's very ballsy.
Yeah,
or maybe she just has no idea.
She's got big kahunas. I like it.
Maybe she has no clue. I'm very curious to see what Imi can do. As you said, some players actually have played this game quite a bit. This is a very new game. Some of them, have more experience than others.
Any predictions?
So I think the interesting thing here is going to be seeing what teams can do. We've got Don't Know and Flying Fish, who are both doubles, so there's 2 of them. We don't know if that is an advantage.
Yeah, this is interesting. Are they gonna spread out, score double the amounts of points for someone playing solo?
Solo? Seektag League Spring 2021, the first game. This is the first time we've done this.
Yeah, and we're starting off in Kingdom. Here we go.
Right, timer is running. Look at G-Ball, okay, starting out quick. I mean, we wouldn't expect anything less from this guy.
He is going straight for the kill. Here we go.
Minasuno is in the bag.
Tagged.
Here it comes. There's the tag. That was rapid.
That is 3 points straight off the bat for G-Ball there.
Unbelievable. We've got Don't Know and Flying Fish, who are both, I think, running towards the same.
Each other.
Here's Meraki. They are literally moving towards the same point. They are right around the corner.
Oh!
I can't believe they just did that. That is unbelievable.
You have to check your blind spots.
So they just run straight into each other, and now they're doing a bit of a dance trying to get an advantage, because they're both trying to see their numbers without see the other team's numbers without seeing themselves. It looks like I think Don't Know have actually managed to catch both the Flying Fish's numbers, but Flying Fish are going back in. This is very dangerous.
Teams can actually share information as well. Not both players have to see the numbers. If one of the members sees it, then you can share that information with your teammate.
Absolutely.
Like Marconius just did there.
Absolutely. So Marconius went right back in there, which is a huge risk, really, when you don't know what someone's seen.
Very bold move.
Managed to catch the remaining number. And G-Ball's walked straight into Dixie. And we've got a very similar situation happening here, where...
Stalemate, completely.
So neither player knows what the other has seen, and they're going to have to resolve this somehow, but they're trying to be defensive. Okay, Dixie made a run for it.
Yeah, which meant that G-Ball was able to see their number.
Well, actually, though, I mean, we're not sure what Dixie saw. And G-Ball is actually going to start moving towards...
Now,
are we seeing this right?
This is interesting, because if I were G-Ball right now, I would be turning around and running in the opposite direction, just in case Dixie hadn't seen my number.
That's right.
A spot is more advantage at this point than a checkpoint.
A spot is so much more advantage. I don't know what G-Ball is thinking here, and actually has... Yeah, okay.
It's going to happen, isn't it?
I'm not really sure what he was thinking there, walking straight back towards that spot. I would be thinking, G-Ball's first thought should be turn around, work in the other direction. Kingdom looking not very busy today, actually. Compared to how it can be, this is the main shopping area in the middle. You know, we've got kids on skates, we've got lots of lovely things going on, but it looks like Flying Fish are actually going to move up to the upper level here, so they're probably going for Juma, which is not far from the top of these steps off to the left. Having a good look around, I think we can see that Don't Know actually have seen them from across the square. There's Juma on the left. They are indeed going to just go straight for Juma in the hope that no one is lurking.
They're probably going to.
Yeah, so Don't Know have just seen them there, just picked up on their plan, but of course they've already bumped into each other.
I think it's this one.
There's nothing more to be gained, so they're going to actually be trying to avoid each other from now on. Here's G-Ball actually coming up onto the same level while Flying Fish on Juma, literally right on Juma, and Don't Know crossing the square underneath them. It's getting pretty busy here.
Which way do you want to go?
Discussing which way to go while G-Ball is working his way slowly towards them. It looks like Marconius has potentially just spotted G-Ball.
Marconius is always worried about getting stuck.
Yeah, Marconius is famously worried about this.
Which is a fair point. You do not want to get stuck at a checkpoint. You want to get in, tag, and out because there are...
Could have gone downstairs already.
It's so true, but correct me if I'm wrong. I think Don't Know are right where G-Ball is right now. I might be wrong, but I think they're right behind.
I think
that
they are
is the
same place.
That is the same exit. They must be meters apart currently. Don't Know and G-Ball must be mere meters apart as they look round. Let's...
Oh.
Have they seen... I don't think they've seen G-Ball, amazingly. They are meters away. Let's take another look at that in a second. He has actually just got both of them, both spots right there. That is unbelievable. Let's take another look at this. G-Ball is right there, right behind that planter.
It's so stealthy, and they are completely unaware.
And Bonkers actually has no idea. It could have been a meter. He's right there, just to be clear. That is absolutely astonishing. And G-Ball, I don't think knew. He didn't plan that.
No, and now he's got a double spot.
2 spots, bringing the spot total up to 15 for G-Ball, plus a tag on Minasuno, which is giving him... Well, actually, that's interesting. So G-Ball actually has picked up a no-player spot at some point. On his screen, you can see the red cross in the top left corner means as he runs into Dixie. So G-Ball has actually inputted a wrong number at some point. So while he's scored 15 in 3 spots, actually one of those is being cancelled out by a no-player spot.
That is such a shame. He is still in the lead, though.
So it looks like Don't Know are not sure. They don't know what to do. Is that going to become the nickname for Don't Know? G-Ball is making a move, even though I think...
This is a bold move.
Is G-Ball going back towards people he's already spotted again? It looks...
This is tempting fate. You want to try and stay away from people that you have spotted.
So while G-Ball has got very lucky, we're not sure if he fully understands the game at this point. We're not totally sure G-Ball is grasping the point of the game here as he's actually just given away.
Yes, and he has indeed been counter-spotted. What a shame for G-Ball.
So giving away 10 points there as Flying Fish are actually making a run towards Minasuno. We don't know who is out there. Who of the other players could be out in this direction? They may be all alone. They may be not. They seem to be taking things pretty carefully, but they could run into somebody at any moment.
G-Ball has dropped to the very bottom of the leaderboard because of those counter spots. Here he is in a lift.
I just love this.
G-Ball loves a lift. It cannot be argued.
Because we're hiding where we were hiding.
Okay, so we're on board with Flying Fish here. Actually, as Don't Know are following in their footsteps to some degree. It's amazing what you just said. G-Ball is at the bottom of the table right now. Imi, the absolute newcomer, sits at the top alongside Dixie. G-Ball makes a quick tag on Juma from the lift, which is a pretty
good tactic. I like that tactic. I can see why he loves lifts, especially when that checkpoint is involved.
G-Ball does love a lift, and actually Flying Fish have just realised they're being shadowed by Don't Know. And that is not very useful for them. I mean, that is not a situation you really want to be in. Because all it's doing is drawing attention to you and potentially scaring off or alerting your your spots ahead of you. They're both going to tag Minasuno there as they run round the back of Mina Major. I'm not sure what the plan is at this point. I mean, they're being shadowed.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Not to get stuck.
Not to get stuck there. That is the big risk. Don't know. Again, don't really know what they're. I don't think what the plan is here. I think they're going for Minasuno.
Well, you know, they've got to get checkpoints because they haven't got many spots on tags on people, really, have they?
It looks to me like Don't Know have actually just spotted Flying Fish.
But
they've said 2 of them together there. I think they've just realised that they thought that was going to be a useful spot for them, but it's Flying Fish again. And actually, G-Ball down the corner. Let's take another quick look at what G-Ball was up to in this replay. Managing to just scrape a spot there while apparently sitting, relaxing.
Casual-like.
That is a very suave way to play.
It really is. He has multiple, many varied game plans, doesn't he?
So 1 minute.
He doesn't keep it simple.
Astonishing. 1 minute, G-Ball is literally moving at almost 30 miles an hour, and the next reclining in a chair, spotting Imi, poor Imi, and has clawed his way back up the leaderboard. Unbelievably.
That is how quickly it can change with Seektag.
Stunningly, is back in. Has now dropped to 4th as Nav has actually taken 3rd place, and Dixie is once again atop the leaderboard. So there's a tag from Bonkers coming in at Minasuno. And again, I think we're about to see Flying Fish run into Don't Know, which is not good for either team. They've just spotted them again. G-Ball is actually creeping around meanwhile. What's the plan going to be here? I mean, he's looking towards Meraki, which is the only checkpoint he hasn't yet tagged.
Is it worth it, really? Because, and these are things that you have to weigh up during gameplay. Is he going to go for that last tag in the dying minutes of the game? Or is he going to risk getting counter-spotted by someone he's spotted?
I mean, that's a big area to cover. Look at this. I mean, Don't Know Flying Fish are each other's worst enemy right here. So they're worth nothing to each other because they've already seen each other. That means when teams team up, says Bonkers, I'm not sure that's going to be a very good idea.
We literally haven't seen any other people.
So Flying Fish saying that they haven't seen anybody else is not a good sign. And as you can see, both teams at the bottom of the leaderboard.
This has not been a great. I'm really surprised that the teams hasn't worked out. That is not what I was thinking was going to happen.
And they're going to have a lot of work to do going forward. The question is, it looks like G-Ball is about to risk crossing the square. We don't. So Beatty says we don't know where the other players are, but
G-Balls of steel.
G-Balls of steel.
Am I right?
You are right, and apparently the biggest of G-Balls here is running at super high speed. There's Meraki, and he's actually going to wait in order to tag Meraki until he's into cover.
That's a good tactic. Again, interesting play.
It's a great tactic. With 5 seconds to go, the game has really crept up on us, and we are into closing right there. G-Ball has actually managed to tag the 3rd of those checkpoints in the last few seconds of the game.
That was amazing, really. I mean, now all the teams have to make it back to the closing checkpoint.
I think I saw a tag there from Dixie right at the last second. It may be the last second of the game.
Yeah, there you go. And they've said it themselves. Skin of the teeth.
It sounds very much like that was a very last minute tag from Dixie there, and from G-Ball. They must have been meters apart as the other teams run into that closing checkpoint, so they need to get there before the time in the top right corner runs out in order to keep any points they've scored. Otherwise, they're going to score nothing. Don't Know is actually just around the corner coming up. It looks like Flying Fish are probably going to make it back in time. So
boom,
boom, they're in. Boom, Tetris for Don't Know. And it looks like Flying Fish are going to make it back as well. That has been a catastrophic first game for the teams. I don't know if or how they're going to recover from this.
They're not really selling the whole team aspect, are they?
They are not selling that aspect. And G-Ball actually, after riding high, is ended up in 4th place in that game, or joint 3rd, in fact. Joint 3rd place.
But Dixie, calm and steady wins the race. They are on top.
Potentially, that is what's going to win this tournament, and we'll have to find out. So let's now go down into the arena and get some reactions from the players.
How did you win that game? That was amazing.
I think it was, I got lucky in the middle, spotted a bunch of people.
Modest winner as well.
And then I just ran for the last checkpoint and got it with about 1 second to spare.
Yeah.
Yeah, we somehow just didn't see anybody else. I don't know. Like maybe everyone was just completely off sync with us. Or
It's
something.
just the 4 of us playing together.
We kind of got like trapped in one little area for a while.
You're going to change it up for the next game at all, or?
Good question. Yeah, I mean, we can't really say that while there's other people.
That's true. I shouldn't give too much away. Let's go over and chat to the other guys. You did really well for your first game.
Not bad, yeah. I got kind of lucky at the start, I'm not going to lie. I was hiding on top of the bit with the rails above the first checkpoint, so I kind of just spotted 2 people. I didn't actually finish them.
So I did the opposite. Like I started trying to tag the checkpoints in the far end, and then there was just no one around the whole game. And except when I got to the end, when I started tagging people, but then they all saw me because I was right in the open trying to get to the last checkpoint. And I was just
basically played a really relaxed game.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm just going to stand around here and see what happens. And then when there was 4 minutes to go, I was like, right, let's walk around and hit some checkpoints.
Wow, what a crazy game
That
to
was
start.
really amazing. I mean, the whole... It appears some stats have arrived.
All right, let's take a look.
G-Ball tags a checkpoint in the first 20 seconds and gets away clean.
Right, so classic move from G-Ball. I mean, this guy is a rapid player.
We saw how quickly he moved on that. He was just hot in and tagged it.
Flying fish and don't know go to a checkpoint in the first minute, so within 35 to 56 seconds, and they lose time tagging each other. So this just goes to show, doesn't it, that G-Ball got in there in that key bit of time before anyone else has had a chance to make a plan.
Yeah, totally different approaches.
You can be so close to other players and not even know.
We did see that with the plant pot there.
We saw it with the plant pot, and they had no clue. That is, I mean, what a moment.
Yeah.
Like that was unbelievable. I mean, Bonkers must have been a meter from G-Ball, and neither of them had any clue.
It was, yeah.
If that had been on purpose by G-Ball, I would say that was the moment, but he had no clue. So Dixie tagged Meraki with 0 seconds remaining, as we noticed, like right at the end. It must have been meters away from G-Ball.
Yeah.
Again, I think they saw their opportunity to just take a last 3 points in the game.
Totally. What a wild ride.
Couldn't have predicted it.
Please go online and watch our other videos.
And if you want, super keen, if you want, come along and try out our free gameplay meetups in London. So thanks for watching. Until next time.
Goodbye.
See you later. Bye.
They all went off the screen.
Yeah, that was fun.